that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated. I broke in the system, had to breach it. That's mission impossible, mission completed.
Salute when you see me, I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is feeding, I gotta get back to the hood. I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love deeply. Sleepy. They like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on BBs. That's why you gotta salute when you see me.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Throwing on first down. Carrier eluding the pressure right. And that's caught. It's the tight end, Tyler Davis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Hunter Nice wander on a punt as he sends this one away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Flushed out right. Got some room at the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Carrier. It's complete to Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Looking to throw. Carrier dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants?
Now a hit and a loose football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears.
Touchdown! DJ Chark with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Pulls it in at the 13. Now a hit and a loose football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
Second straight week, he's forced to fumble. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Davis. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll touchdown Jaguars. James Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it.
It don't matter. It's okay.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Jags are able to add on to their first half lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Steps away. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Dorsett. Oh, look at the juke. 21 yards. Well done on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he'll just get rid of it. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The open man is Chark. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars continue to roll. So now the Jags once again, they'll go for the 2-point conversion. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. On play action, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And that's on the guard, Cody Ford. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Throwing again. Carrier. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35.
Get off the field.
Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the pouring it on. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, Sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this is going to be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Allen now looks to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's brought down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. A little juke. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. DJ Chark. with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Off the bootleg. Carrier.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Off the play fake. Carrier. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis.
And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Off play action. Carrier. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not. And the ball is knocked out, and the Jags grab it. Shoves him aside near the 35.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Flush to his right. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguar.
All that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay.
And he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Jazz are in